what is unique about the Verge is that every time they completed one, they put all of this time into carving it. And so you will never find two Verges that have the exact same carved patterns in it. It's like the artists and the engravers, every time they built a Verge watch, they put so much time and effort into making this timepiece operate that they took an almost equal amount of time to decorate. And so they would take this balanced bridge or balanced cock and they would scroll out sometimes very geometric patterns, sometimes very floral patterns. Other times they will put a lot of angry faces in there. It's funny, but there's this whole ghost mythology in these watches that because it's a living creature, that they will carve a creature in the watch, or they'll carve the angry face of the ghost that operates the watch. And so you'll open up a lot of Verges and there it is, the face of somebody, the monster that lives within. You open up a lot of them and there's religious items. You open up and you can find some not quite Art Deco, but some very early forms of geometric patterning on these balance bridges and on these top plates. The top plate is the plate that covers all of the main gears, and they've really methodically thought through some artistic ways of displaying the backs of these watches. And a surprising thing is that why are they always engraving the back plate? You only see that part if you opened up the watch. You know, it's interesting that the very interior of the watch is the most carved piece, but you will open that back and you'll find silver plate, solid silver, solid gold, crystal windows. They'll have carved the most intricate patterns, and very rarely, but sometimes they'll skeletonize the entire movement so you can see the interworkings. There's a huge fascination of interworkings of mechanical devices. So when you see a skeletonized watch, you know that was for somebody who's intrigued by all of these moving parts, and they cut every piece of brass out that they could to reveal what was going on. And from the dial side, you'll find these skeletonized, highly decorated watches where you can see right into the interior of the components and all that ticking and moving action. You're putting all this time and energy into creating something that would go in your pocket, and there was really no need for it. You did not need to have a portable timepiece in your pocket. There was no timetable to tell you when to go in at night and when to come out in the morning. There was no train to catch. The idea that time is related to transportation really starts coming around in the 1830s and 1840s. And so if you didn't have a train to catch, or a stagecoach, or some other reason you had to be there at 8 o'clock, there really was no reason to have a portable timepiece. So they're a luxury item, and they're an item that is just spawning out of pure fascination with keeping time, having something that is mechanically ticking, a heartbeat. It is special. You can see that in how they create it. They spend all this time carving it. They spend all this time gilding it. The detail that goes into these early watches is astronomical, and it is a pure fascination of the mechanical world and having something so cherished and precious in your pocket that drives it. And there's no other purpose for it. So when you later have the train to catch or a ship sailing on the ocean and you need to plot it with the sun angle where you are in longitude, those are the reasons to advance timekeeping and why all of this money went into manufacturing developments of machinery, manufacturing accuracy, manufacturing repeatability. Those things are fascinating too in their own right. But then it becomes such commonplace, people don't think about what happened before that. And I think that that's what's special about the Verge. That's what's special about that 1700 time period. You're carrying something that is unique. It has no intrinsic value to your daily life, but it is something very special. So all these components, they have an end date in a Verge, but they also have a restoration date, and you can restore it and keep it going. That's why these Verges are over 300 years old oftentimes. And that's very important, because not only should we preserve the earliest and first watches, but because these watches represent the discovery of creating portable time.